Chris Yannick, C1 Review, covering Las Vegas and the world. Can you believe it? We're only a couple months away from Fantasy's 27th anniversary on the Las Vegas Strip. And who better to talk with us about it than, of course, co-producer and featured dancer Mariah Nieslanik is back with us today to talk about what Fantasy has planned upcoming. And let's look back at the last year since we last spoke with her. Mariah, it's always so great to have you on C1 Review. How's everything going live from the Luxor Hotel Casino in her great dressing room?
Everything's wonderful. Thank you so much for having me again. I'm very excited to talk about all the fun things coming up at Fantasy.
So can you give me any little preview about what you guys have planned for the anniversary? Have you guys been talking about it? I'm sure you have been.
We have. We just finished shooting our 2027 Fantasy calendar that will debut October 14th. I can't really give any details yet as we literally just shot it last week. So we're still in the editing process of all the photos and working on putting the calendar together, the name and all of that fun stuff. But I can tell you it's going to be gorgeous. The fans are going to love it. And I really can't wait to, I actually haven't even seen the pictures yet, any of them. So I'm very excited.
Okay, let's just ask generally, how would you describe this year's photo shoot experience compared to other ones in the past?
This year we wanted to do something a little bit different. So we are all kind of in motion. So like there's lots of like hair and very smiley and fun, as opposed to like last year we did the lingerie. So it was very sexy. And this year it's a little more kind of true to who we are as performers, just more dancey action shots. So I think it's going to be really, really beautiful.
You have done a lot of these. So my question to you is that how does it feel every year that you do it? Do you still get goosebumps that it's like, oh my God, we're going on location where this is going to be out for a year, thousands of people are going to buy this, see this, take this home? Like, how does it make you feel?
It is probably my favorite like big event that we do every single year. I've been in the show now 18 years, so I've shot quite a few calendars. So I know what to expect, but I'm always nervously excited. I always get like the fun butterflies of like, this is going to be another year. And then we do a meet and greet after the show. So that picture in the calendar, we get to sign autographs each year for everybody that purchases it. So every single year you get to like see the photo, and it's just, there's so much that goes into it, and you just know the prep, and you're just like, I remember that day when we shot, and just all the fun little behind the scenes things that the fans don't usually get to see. But like, I remember everything of the photo shoots, and they're so fun.
Are we looking at the possibility with the anniversary upcoming that there could be a new number in the upcoming year?
Yes, we're definitely working on changes. We evolve the show every single year. So I think for our 25th anniversary, I think we put in like 6 or 7 new numbers. This year we are adding a new number. We're actually going into rehearsal next week for it. So it's going to be very fun and exciting. Yessie Burgess is going to choreograph it, who is one of our fantasy dancers for years. So that's very exciting. Anytime we can learn a new number and get to be together in the studio, because we don't see each other a lot during the day. It's so fun. It's bonding for everybody. And it's going to be such a beautiful number and so gorgeous in the show.
Oh, I can't wait to see it. I just expected that. I'm like, okay, we've covered the calendar, we've covered the numbers. So speaking about that, aside from the anniversary coming up, any interesting promotions coming up in the coming months? Anything else planned for?
We always have lots of fun and exciting things. I know we've got a couple things in the works for Formula One that we're still kind of hashing out the details about. So that's always exciting. Football season coming up is always fun for us. We do a lot of events and different things. One of my favorites is always the Hopper House keg tapping in October, which we'll be a part of again. So yeah, we love to be out and about in town and love to take in the festivities, especially this time of year.
Since the debut of the fantasy lingerie in the last 10 months, what's the reaction been like? What can you tell me now?
Everyone seems to love it, and we actually sold out of everything, and we're in the process of ordering more. So every single piece that we made and sold, people ate it up. So we can't even make it fast enough. So that's always very exciting. We also have lots of other fun merchandise at our retail counter for people to purchase, and then we just keep coming out with new stuff every single year. So if you haven't seen the show, that's kind of what you could expect. And if you have seen that, we've had fans that have seen it multiple times. We always try to have something different and something new for them to experience, see, witness, and then purchase.
Oh, absolutely. No denying that. The merchandise at Fantasy, just a wide variety. It might be, honestly, to tell you the truth, of every show on the Las Vegas Strip, it might be the greatest variety of merchandise for any show, truly.
Yay, good. That's what we want to do. That's the goal. We want to kind of stay fresh. Obviously, the longer you're in Las Vegas, we're about to celebrate 27 years. You have to keep it fresh. Our producer, Anita Mann, always comes up with amazing ideas, and we're always, adding new girls and adding new elements to the show to keep the show constantly evolving and making fans want to come back again and again.
I want to talk with you about one thing that happened in the last year since we spoke. The Dance Hall of Fame event. What was that like?
That was orchestrated by our producer, Anita Mann. She has been a dancer in LA and Vegas for a legacy of time. And she, as we all do, realize that there's no acknowledgement for dancers. They've got the Football Hall of Fame, they've got Ping Pong Hall of Fame, they've got all kinds of fun stuff, nothing that really highlights dancers. And so Anita, with a couple other big choreographers, decided to build it. We're actually going into season 2 of the Dance Hall of Fame. There'll be more details coming for that, and once everything's confirmed. But it just kind of highlights dancers, and especially like we'd had Baryshnikov, Shirley MacLaine, so many dancers that we acknowledged this last year for the first annual Dance Hall of Fame, and it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger, and it's amazing. And it's just an honor to be a dancer and be a part of the world of dance, because I think dancers are just the best.
Oh, I agree with you 100%. You guys are doing it. I mean, that's a show is 7 nights a week. I mean, again, there aren't a lot of shows in Vegas where it's every single night as well.
Yes, we're lucky. We're honored to still be at the Luxor, and it's just fun. Every single night's fun. 7 nights a week means we have different dancers and aerialists and singers coming in. So we, just because you saw the show last night doesn't mean you're going to see the same show tonight, because girls will be in different tracks. There'll be, a new singer coming in. And for me, it keeps it fresh. And that's why I've been here so long, because it's a dream come true.
Let me just ask you, because you're sitting obviously on the Las Vegas Strip in your dressing room right now at the Luxor Hotel and Casino. Every day that you go to work, how does it feel when you get there? It must feel pretty superb, no?
It does. Even if I'm having a, kind of tired day, sad day, it's almost like when I turn around the freeway and actually can see the Las Vegas Strip, you see all the lights. And I just remember when I first moved to Vegas and just being like, I want to see my name in lights. I just want to be, on a billboard. Like, that would be my dream. And so every time I see those lights, it's just like a pinch me moment. I can't believe that I got hired for anything in general from, Grand Junction, Colorado. I had no idea this would be even an option for me. I was just a farm girl with a dream. And to be able to have such longevity in this town, I'm truly honored. And the second I see the lights, I'm like, this is me. This is where I'm supposed to be.
Well, the reality of what it comes down to is you see you on all those billboards across, and the cabs and all the electronic stuff in and outside and all the MGM properties, and you're like, yeah, I'm everywhere.
It's exciting. And every single time like a new one comes up, I still have the exact same feeling like I'm an 18-year-old girl that, saw it for the first time. I'm just so honored. And I literally would drive up and down the Strip when I was 18, and when I moved to Vegas, and was like, I'm going to be on the billboard. I'm going to see my name in lights. And, people are like, cute dream, kid, but, it's not really a possibility. And I don't know how I got so lucky, but I'm blessed to be where I'm at.
Well, the reality of what it comes down to is that when I see those billboards, I'm like, those are nice people. I know those people. They're nice people, and they're very talented. That's what I think.
That's what we want. That's we've had so many different talented dancers come in and out of Fantasy and all of the other shows that I met. Everyone is just in this community so lovely and so wonderful. And I really love that we can highlight people being kind and nice and just wanting to, we've danced our whole lives or performed our whole lives, and to be able to share that and then also be good people, it is really, it's everything, especially now that I'm, helping the new generation. It's like, you can be the best dancer, but if you're not nice and people don't want to work with you, you're not going to get a job. You might get hired, but your, kindness goes a long way.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. A couple last ones for you. How is motherhood going?
It's wonderful. My daughter is 2 now. She is running and jumping and singing. We started Mommy and Me dance classes. So she's just loving that. And she's always like, Mom, look, I'm listening in ballet. I'm like, oh, she just melts my heart, and I'm loving every minute of it.
I'm really happy for you in that regard. Finishing up here, before I ask my last question, any other highlights for you over the last year besides the Dance Hall of Fame since we last spoke? Any other highlights?
Dance Hall of Fame was amazing. Let me think. I feel like I'm so lucky to have so many different opportunities. Shooting the 2026 calendar with Fantasy's lingerie and then get to sell it at retail each night at Fantasy has been really fun, because then people come up and you're like, oh, can I have the Mariah? And then you're like, oh, they like me. And so that's been really fun this year. That's probably been my highlight, is the lingerie line for Fantasy.
I can't believe it's been 4 years, but I'll close with this. 4 years ago, Archie Luxury, who, as you know, is one of the big influencers in the luxury watch market from Australia, came to the show, and you guys put him on stage as Elvis. And I have to tell you, he still talks to me about that to this day, if you can believe it.
Oh, that's funny. Good. We want to make lifelong memories for people. We want people to come here again and again and give them a chance to, when we bring someone on stage, like, most people don't get to do that, and you get to see the lights, and it's just so exciting. And that's actually one of my favorite parts of Fantasy, is sharing that with a normal non-performing person, and letting them go home and tell stories of their grand Las Vegas adventures.
Has there been, last one, any new understanding and learnings in the co-producing thing since we last spoke over the last year? Have there been any new fun highlights for you?
I constantly keep learning, different things. It's no secret that Las Vegas has been struggling a little bit. So I feel like from a producer side, it's fun to kind of, not fun, but like interesting to learn different ways to get the audiences in the seats, get people back to the Luxor, trying to
try new things.
Yeah, everything's great when, everything's great, but when it's a little bit slower, I feel like I got a lot to learn through this process, and Vegas is resilient. We're coming back stronger than ever.
Oh, reality of what it comes down to. You know what's amazing, and I'll close with this, and you probably have thought about this. If you think about what happened when that strip shut down and the world shut down because of the pandemic, after the pandemic came back, the majority of the shows on the strip were the ones that were there prior to the pandemic. There have been some new shows that have come along in the last 6 years, but the majority of them were the ones that were there before, and I think that says a lot, of course, for Fantasy as well.
I agree. There's staples. There are things that work in Las Vegas for a reason. And I think for Fantasy specifically, it's home for so many people. We've had people come over 100 times to see the show, and they'll come for Christmases and things. And I think it's a family, it's a community, and I'm just so honored and proud to be just a small part of it.
We are so proud to, of course, be part of Fantasy and all the Las Vegas shows in this entertainment community, a CY interview. Mariah, as always, thank you so much for joining us today, the co-producer and, of course, lead dancer, featured dancer of Fantasy. Of course, Fantasy takes place nightly at the Luxor Hotel and Casino. Of course, below are the links to Mariah's social media, of course, and Fantasy's social media, most importantly, where you can find a way to buy tickets when you're here next in Las Vegas. Mariah, it's always so great to see you. We can't wait to be at the 27th anniversary of Fantasy in a couple of weeks. We look forward to it. Thank you so much, as always, for being on CY Interview.